is Wang Jingjing. Today we will use Double Up, a Singapore-based media company, as a case study to analyze its industry environment and market dynamics. In this presentation, we will analyze Double Up's position in this changing market and explore how it can achieve sustainable growth. This is content. Double Up was founded in 2019 and is a Singapore-based digital media content company established by two founders. The team consists of 7 members. Its core position is a content creation and brand marketing platform targeting Chinese-speaking audiences. We are also engaging influencer incubation. Its key differentiator lies in integrating local culture into its content. Marketing is more relatable to young audiences in Singapore and enhancing its shareability. Double Up's development can be divided into several key stages. It was founded in 2019 and realized its first YouTube video entering the content creation space. Between 2019 and 2020, it gained rapid popularity through local comedy short videos, building intentional influence. During the COVID-19 period in 2020, Double Up seized the opportunity to expand into live streaming and e-commerce. From 2021 to the present, it had further developed brand collaborations and media production, gradually forming a more integrated business model. In terms of its business model, Double Up focuses on content creation, brand collaborations for advertising and marketing, influence management through incubation and live streaming and e-commerce as additional revenue streams. Overall, Double Up follows a typical creator economy model, generating traffic through content and monetizing through multiple channels. Double Up has achieved over 70 million total video views with more than 115,000 followers across platforms, including over 140,000 on Facebook, and has completed more than 15 projects. This demonstrates strong audience reach and engagement, providing a solid foundation for brand collaborations and monetization. Now moving on to market dynamics. Singapore's media industry is highly digitalized with over 95% internet penetration and more than 88% of the population using social media. At the same time, social media advertising and influencer marketing continue to grow. This means that the brands are increasing their investment in content, creating more collaborations opportunities for Double Up. In terms of trend platformization and algorithm-driven distribution means that Double Up relies heavily on platform for traffic and must continuously optimize its content to gain visibility. Meanwhile, the rise of the creator economy and short-form video audience will with its business model and present significant opportunities. At the same time, stricter regulations raise the industry entry barriers. With the growth of social commerce and live streaming provides new monetization channels for Double Up. Overall, the challenges bring both opportunities such as growing advertising budgets and increasing demand for quality content, and challenges including platform dependency, unstable monetization, and content saturation.
Hello everyone, today I will briefly present the customer submissions of Double Up. The target audience is mainly 18 to 35 years old, based in Singapore, and use Chinese, Singlish, and Hokkien. They enjoy humor and audience connect, have a strong local identity, and dislike overly commercially medium. They are active on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and prefer the short-form video. Notably, the Double Up's enjoyment rate is 27.41%, which is far above the industry averages. Using the jobs to be done from work. Audience want to entertainment, responsibility, and social connection. However, they face issues such as connect liking local release, always use English humor, and light Chinese language options. Double Up solve this by making audience feel respect, helping them relax, and create a shared cultural experience. Now let's examine Double Up's value propositions. Why do audience choose them? First, the problem. Mainstream connect feel too obvious and disconnect from everyday life. English humor platform rarely use Hokkien or Singlish, and there are very few characters using the local Chinese-speaking audience. This is the group Double Up feels. Second, the value they create. Belonging audience feels things and represent. Street riff, light heart expand from work pursuits, and entertainment that's shareable, funny mental. You want to second to your friends. These three matters from the cross of the emotion and financial value. Third, why is this differentiable? For reason 1. Naked Delight Connect has high barrier to entry. 2. Strong emotion reasons with 27.41% engagement rate. The audience is deeply connected. 3. The community drive. Far not just viewers, they actively share the audience. 4. First movers advantage. The local Chinese language media market remained underserved. Importantly, this is not commodity. Direct Connect cannot be mass-produced. It requires cultural authenticity, local knowledge, and a growing connection to the community. Quantities that are difficult to repeat at scale. In summary, Double Up's value propositions is niche, emotionally responsive, and differentiable. This gives them required position in Singapore digital media landscape.
Now let me introduce the main competitors. In this market, there are three key players, SGH, Waha Banana, and Chief With Me. SGH is biggest player in English humor content. They are strong brand partnerships and are very good at making money. Waha Banana is one of the earliest YouTube comedy channels in Singapore. They focus on the dialect and the family styles comedy, which is quite similar to Double Up. Chief With Me is different. She focuses on the lifestyle content and the mainly targets female audience. And this makes her very attractive for broad collaboration. So the key point here is competition is not just about content. It's also about the monetization and the platform support. When we look at the audience and content, we can see clear difference. Double Up and SGH both target young audience around the 18 to the 35 years old. But the Double Up use the dialect humor, while SGH mainly use English. Chief With Me focused on the lifestyle content, while Waha Banana creates more family-style dialect comedy for the light, older audience. So what can we learn here is language and audience each are very important in content strategy. This slide shows scale and engagement. Double Up has very high engagement, over 27%. This means their audience really connects with their content. But the high engagement does not always mean high income. SGH has a much larger audience with over 2 million followers. They are very good at turning attention into revenue. Waha Banana also has a large audience, but their engagement is very low. So the main challenge for the Double Up is not the growth, but the monetization. Now let's look at the position. Double Up combine dialect content with the younger audience. This gives them a unique position in the market. In terms of the strengths, they have the higher engagements and the stronger cultural connection. But in the terms of the weakness, their scale is smaller and their monetization is weaker. This key insight is their position is unique, but the don't very secure. If the dialect content becomes more valuable, the bigger player like the SGH can easily copy it. Finally, let's look at the opportunities and the routes. First of all, the opportunity. Double Up has a very clear advantage in reaching young audience who are interested in dialect content. This is something not many creators are doing well right now. At the same time, their high engagement shows their audience is not just watching, but also reaching and sharing. That creates a strong potential for the monetization, especially around the collaboration and sponsor content. Also, we can see that more brands today are looking for the localized and culturally relevant content. This means Double Up has a good chance to the position itself and the strong local voice in this market. However, there are also several skills. First, their content style is relatively easy to copy. If the dialect content become more popular, a large player like the SGH can quickly enter this space with the more results. Secondly, Double Up still depends highly on platforms like the TikTok and Facebook. This means their growth and visibility are controlled by platforms' algorithms, which can change at any time. Finally, even though they have a strong engagement, they have not fully turned this into stable and long-term income yet. So overall, Double Up is in a unique and promising position in this market, but their long-term success will depend on one key factor, where they can turn their engagement into the consistent and sustainable business model.
Hello everyone, today I want to tell you about our key competitive advantages. This is not just a contact shoes, but our strong market balance direct contact is the Double Up media's crown. Advantages that no one can copy. Our contact uses English and local dialects such as Hokkien and Cantonese. It is not only special but also a hard to copy base that keeps our market position and stop competitors from the catching up. I will explain this in three main parts: the unused market, special, strong fans, loyalty, and proven value from date. First, let's talk about the market space, a special small market that we have a funny take. In Singapore's new media front, most contact uses start Mandarin or English, but very few contractors focus on local country and make funny videos with Singlish and local dialects. Our companies can hardly copy these specials to make this kind of contact well. You need more than just language ability. You need to know Singaporean daily life very well, understand our special things or humor, and speak dialect jokes naturally. Big four media companies or people from our place cannot copy this real feeling quickly. We entered this small market first, so Double Up got an unbeatable first mover advantage. Next, the strong fan loyalty from the real emotional connection. Our direct videos not only make people feel related, but also through their hearts. The comments under our video are full of words like "this is so true." Only Singapore can understand this, and this is actually my life. Why? Because this contact is based on our shared identity and real life experience. Even if compassion our copy our dialect video style, they can never take away our realness, the wits and families feeling that come from living in Singapore. This buildings a strong users barrier. Our current fans are loyal, active, and competitors can hardly take them away. Finally, let's look at the date, real powerful of our contact's value. Direct contact is not just something we like to do, it also brings good results. At Double Up, we have achieved great goals. Total video views are over 70 million. Followers on different platforms are more than 150,000 and over percent 18 of our popular videos are direct contact. These numbers are not lucky. They are the result of years of focusing on direct contact. If a new competitor wants to reach this level, they need a lot of time, hard work, and resource to make advertisers get used to their contact and know their brand. They can't do this in short time. In conclusion, direct contact is more than just a special part of the Double Up media. It is our strongest and most long-lasting competitive barrier. We felt the real market gap, built deep emotional connection with our audience, and got stable and scale the result. All these things makes a barrier then that competitions can't cross easily. This direct standards is the steady and long-term basis that will help the Double Up medium keep growing in the future. Thank you.